So here's the thing. Alright, hey guys, I'm back and them clothes are still on my bed. I realize I'm just lazy, okay? But anyway, today's video, I didn't even prepare for this, so I don't know how it's gonna go. I was just trying to like see what would happen if I just winged it, so that's what we're gonna do. But basically, I'm gonna be reviewing like our old childhood shows that we used to watch if you're like a millennial Gen Z cusper. So I'm 22, so I'm like one of the oldest Gen Z, which means like I got some of the back end of like millennial stuff, but like still some Gen Z stuff. So yeah, if you're my age and like you know what I mean. But before I do, go ahead and turn on my post notifications and subscribe. I don't know why I keep wanting to do my outro in the beginning. Okay, so first I'm seeing Dexter's Laboratory. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but like my mom did not let me watch Cartoon Network that much. I think it was because it had stuff like Scooby-Doo on it and the fact that it used to turn into Adult Swim at night. But I used to watch Dexter's Laboratory. He used to scare me low-key, but also like why do I like relate to him? No, he didn't used to scare me, Dee Dee did. Y'all, the way she ran with like her hands like that was scary. I didn't like, as a matter of fact, I have to like put a picture or a video, something, because I did not like that. Powerpuff Girls, like when I was younger, I think Blossom was my favorite because she was like the leader. But like at this age, if Buttercup isn't your favorite, then I don't believe you. I just feel like she represents us as a generation. Buttercup was real. Bubbles was a crybaby, always crying about something. Okay, Amanda Show. Amanda Show honestly was the lick, and I used to love when it came on. Also, I don't know if y'all remember this, but do y'all remember Moody's Point? And like if you don't, I'm gonna put like a picture up here, but like it was like a spoof of like a soap opera. I used to like to watch Moody's Point, but it used to make me scared and sad. Honestly, Moody's Point was ahead of its time because I feel like now, especially with Gen Z, we have like a really dark humor. Things that are serious, we like take as like, we just like make it funny. And that's what they were doing. They were literally making fun of the seriousness of soap operas. But as a child, I don't think I got it that much. I knew it was a joke and I knew it was comedy. But like I remember there was this one episode about how her dad's toe got cut off. And I had a thing about missing limbs when I was younger. It would bother me and it would scare me. So there was one episode where her dad's toe got cut off. I remember they like put it on ice or something and they took it to the emergency room. They were like having a party when it got cut off. And when they get to the emergency room, they realized that instead of the toe, they had like the tip of a hot dog. And y'all, scared me. Oh my gosh, Recess. Recess was the jam. Spinelli was my girl because her fashion was on point. Her hat, like her boots, she was ahead of her time with the, honestly, I'm gonna put a picture of Spinelli up. Tell me that we don't wear that same kind of beanie and them same boots now. Like, oh my gosh, Rugrats. Okay, do y'all remember the Rugrats like conspiracy theory thing that was going around talking about, I had all kind of people freshman year of high school talking about, you heard Rugrats not real and blah blah blah, and people were saying like, oh, like the show is about Angelica imagining all the babies there because they all died or something like that, and Cynthia is like her mom who was like on drugs. It was just crazy. And they had the same thing for Hey Arnold. They was taking all the shows and ripping them to shreds with a conspiracy theory. Oh my gosh, Sister. So, oh my, I can tell you another thing that scared me. Okay, let me stop getting ahead of myself. Sister was my show. Me and my sister both loved it. Sister. That's honestly what made me love Tia and Tamara Mori. Also like 17 Again. And let's just be real clear, okay? If the 17 Again you remember is the 17 Again with Zac Efron, reevaluate, start over, log off, and reboot, okay? Because the 17 Again is with Tia, Tamara, and Taj Mori, and that was the movie. But anyway, remember the episode where Tia had to sing in the talent show, but she couldn't sing, and Tamara replaced her and sang that Time on My Hand. Y'all remember that? Y'all, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which I'm glad that just came up because it's on Hulu, and I keep telling myself like, girl, start watching it again. I love that show. Let me tell you something. Any show with a witch and a warlock and a fantasy and something, I'm sorry, but I love that. Growing up, my mom like didn't want us to watch that kind of stuff. But like now, older, I read books where people have like supernatural abilities. I love those kind of movies. I love fantasy. Like I've said to you guys before, I'm very whimsical. It's so funny because on that in my beach trip video, like when we were on that trip, I was talking to my mom about something. She was like, Shari, because you know, you're very whimsical. And I'm like, that's what I keep saying. Oh my gosh, the freaking Wild Thornberries. That was my show. And let me tell y'all a memory real fast. I remember one time, like this was when I lived in Alabama, and I had to have been like, I don't know, like 6, 7, but I remember like Sunday was our day to clean, and I remember going to my mom over and over and asking her, Mom, can I go watch The Wild Thornberry? No, I didn't say that. I thought it was called Eliza Thornberry. So I remember I was like, all day I was like, Mom, can I go watch Eliza Thornberry? Mom, can I go watch Eliza Thornberry? And she was just like asking me like, have you cleaned? Have you cleaned? And I was like, Mom, can I please watch Eliza Thornberry? I loved Eliza and I loved Donnie. I'm gonna put a picture of Donnie on the screen. He was their little brother, but he like acted like an animal. Gosh, I love that show so freaking much. I just went on a list that said 38 TV shows all 90s kids have definitely forgotten about. I did not forget about Bug Juice, y'all. I remember, and if this thing will correct me if I'm wrong, but like what I remember about Bug Juice is like, I think they were at like some camp. Honestly, it was like the closest thing to reality TV that we had for kids, like reality TV for kids. Yep. Oh my gosh. Yes, it was about them at summer camp. Bear in the Big Blue House. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me tell you something about Bear in the Big Blue House. There was a moment in that show, every time I watched it, where he would like sniff and like wiggle his nose like, and I waited for that part every single time. Like, where I loved that part of the show. Oh, this isn't on here, but Codename Kids Next Door. I was trying to tell my friend about this episode, and I feel like no one remembers it. But it was like they were trying to figure out why everybody was getting pink eye, and it was because everybody was eating this sweet potato pie, and it was giving them pink eye. But it, like, Cartoon Network wasn't trying to be cute with the pink eye. They like made everybody's eyes crusted over, and it would make me itch. But that show was so good. Big comfy couch, boom. She used to do that thing where she would get on the couch, and the floor, and pretend to be a couch, and like sweep her legs around, and like she'd be like doing splits and stuff. She's really flexible, and I used to do it with her. Dragon Tales, oh y'all, I love that show so much, and it has a soft spot in my heart, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. I got a reason for everything. When I was younger and I used to go to my grandma's house, I told y'all I used to watch a lot of TV there, whatever. She used to have this old crank up TV that sat in the kitchen, and she would make oatmeal in the mornings. And I remember like sitting there eating oatmeal and like watching Dragon Tales, and her like cranking it to like find the channel. Oh my gosh, I love them. Lizzie McGuire. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch Lizzie McGuire. Y'all, Lizzie McGuire was one of my favorite shows, me and my sister. And I remember we used to have character day at our school in Alabama, and my sister dressed up like Miranda, and she had like these little clip, like colorful hairs in her head. Proud Family. Now that's number one. That show was everything we needed, and we needed to come back. It was ahead of its time. There were so many issues that they tackled. I remember they had like that, they had that episode that like addressed like homelessness and Kwanzaa at the same time. Cause there was this family and they were homeless. They had them stay with them for the holidays. And they like introduced them to Kwanzaa, and y'all, the whole episode broke down every single day of Kwanzaa. Like, we don't have stuff like that anymore. I remember, oh my gosh, they even had that one episode about like how dangerous like the web can be, and like Penny got like into the deep web or something like that, y'all. Also, let's just take a second like honorable mention for Dejanay Jones on Proud Family. Her siblings, like all their names, Dejanay, Tabasco, Cinnamon, Nutmeg, like, I'm sorry, that was genius and I loved it. That's So Raven, duh. Like, I'll never forget that episode where Raven had to model for some show, I think, but oh no, she wanted to, but they were like, but you don't have the look. And the look was like this girl who's skinnier than Raven. And at the end, she walked the runway with the model. Like, Raven was at the end of the day, she was like, there is not one look. There is not the look. Basically saying like, my body is beautiful. This model's body is beautiful. We all look different. Like, there's a million different bodies. Oh my gosh. Lilo and Stitch. Oh my God. I love that show so much. Oh my gosh. That show, Pleakley, Gantu, Stitch, Lilo, Nani, like the whole show, so good. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. Look at the gif that they have on here. Yeah, I say gif. Look at how cute it is. I remember, oh, Dragon Do. Oh no, oh my gosh, no, there's so much more. Okay, no, Kim Possible was my girl. Y'all, I'm telling you, they don't do stuff like this. Okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. One, I feel like we used to have more show crossovers. Do y'all remember That So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana? Like, why don't they do stuff like that anymore? Even on Nickelodeon, Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, like they used to mix shows so much, and like, or they just used to have like these like cool specials, like where they'd be like an extra long show, like Kim Possible, A Stitch in Time, when they went through her whole childhood on, oh my gosh, that was so good. Superior. I don't know if y'all remember Naturally Sadie, but I do. Y'all, Oh my gosh, I cannot even, but they're like really bringing me back. This is the first list I should have done. I love Naturally Sadie. And that girl, the black girl that was in that show, she was Peggy in Camp Rock, I remember. And I remember thinking like, oh, that's a girl from Naturally Sadie. American Dragon! Also, I don't know if y'all remember, in American Dragon, there was like a certain point where they changed the animation to where everybody looked really sharp. And I didn't appreciate that. Also, I don't understand how it took him so long to figure out that Rose is like the dragon that he's like been fighting against this whole time. As the bell rings, that used to be like a short show. It needs to be like, as the bell rings. The last one I'm gonna do, Phil of the Future. Y'all, I keep saying y'all this before everything. Oh my gosh, I have to cut that out. I love the whole mashup between like two worlds. Like we're from the future, but nobody can find out. We don't have pinky toes. Like, do y'all remember the episode where they were going on a field trip to do like tomato smashing? And Phil was scared because like he didn't have in the future, they don't have pinky toes and he didn't have a pinky toe. And he was afraid that everybody was gonna figure him out. And I think that's the episode that he told Keely that he was from the future. Guys, that is the end of the video. That was more fun than I thought it was gonna be. But go ahead and like this video if you want to, share this video if you want to, subscribe to me if you want to, comment things that you would like to see for fun, for not fun. Also comment down below like your favorite childhood TV show. Comment one that you think that I left out. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This video is gonna be out on Friday, so I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.